Okay, so fresh off the Classic Truck Nationals Saturday. It's a good time. Lots of rain, but still lots of fun. Water leak is back. I've got shocks and struts. They're in now. That's what we'll be doing today. These are stage 4 QA1 dual adjust. I'm just joking. These are Amazon specials. I think they're Detroit axle. It's literally the whole strut assembly. Supposedly makes it easier. Famous last words. But this is about as cheap as you can go. These should be the rears. Haven't even opened them yet. Super high quality, like the rest of the build. And I built it with a natural sag to it. It's kind of compounded as more weight got on the vehicle. I'm thinking that's because the rear shocks are spent. Once again, that donor car was in a tornado and a steel building landed on it and crushed the whole front end. So, you know, 120,000 miles car plus a building landing on it will probably wear shocks and struts out prematurely. So. Great. Smashed it. Don't cut corners, kids. Cut cars. There's that. Take this one bolt that we left on the top off, and it should come out. Oh, lovely. What I thought was going to be kind of easy, obviously isn't. Coil spring assembly will not come out of there. Press down. Yeah. Probably should have read the instructions. Well, we'll figure it out. How hard can it be, right? There we go. Helps if you go the right way. There. I think that thing was ever going to come off of there. Here, I'm going to undo this so I can eventually undo this and get all this to drop. Hopefully from here, this will come up. I can get it out, but then we went in and put it back together, and we're all doing this. A little tap, tap. It's not right here. You can't get access to it unless you pull all that jazz off. Top of the sway bar link. You got to kind of hold some tension on that to get it to come out. There we go. Not really concerned with the ABS stuff because I don't really live that life. Probably need to replace that upper ball joint now because I've seen it and I will see it in my sleep, but not today. This is unfortunate. This ABS stuff is pretty important. To somebody. Going out. Ready? I don't think my ABS is going to work anymore. Tail right here, even the bushings were wallered out. There we go. How about that? Okay, got it. Oh. Get one of these on here. Quick, easy job. Go ahead and run these up. Nothing like tightening your new struts with the wrong size doodad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Okay. Pretty sure that was it. So there's an Allen head on that bolt. So if you use a wrench, you can get it tied or loose without having to do the old pry. We're gonna rinse and repeat over there. We're gonna move to the back and do the rear. I'm gonna hope that the fancy holes I made for shock access actually work. If not, I'm gonna feel really silly. There you go. You don't get this kind of performance for cheap, so don't even ask how much these were. Okay. New shocks and struts, coil springs in the front. Handles like a dream, but it's just as low as it was. Probably need to do something else. Yeah, buddy. And then make a hard left about here. Of course, I'm precision measuring. Floor mats, steering wheel, speedometer, gauges, blinkers, lights, all that. It's basically a Porsche. My fix-it is not fix-itting it anymore. Okay, so some of you have asked about the roll bag. The roll bag is just something I keep together for initial builds. Trucks like this that don't even have 200 miles on them just yet. Got zip ties, a coat hanger, electrical tape, some fuses, some pliers. Those are actually really good pliers. They shouldn't be in here, but most of it's cheap tools. It's not gonna hurt your feelings if you lose them. I got a couple screwdrivers. I don't know why I got 2 crescent wrenches, but a nice pair of pliers. 4 screwdrivers. I don't need this many screwdrivers in my road bag. Standard wrenches that are ratcheting. Wow, okay. That's a little expensive for a road bag. Metrics, and then I keep a Craftsman socket set, just a super small one. I'll throw that in there. Typically something like this with the addition of a flashlight, and you're gonna fix something that's simple that breaks down. Might keep you out of a tow truck fee is my point, or having to call a buddy to go get your trailer. So road bags, pretty good. I don't remember where I bought that one. I think it's designed for like a Harley or something, but motorcycle roll bags, and you can hang them up. You don't have to roll them up even, especially when you're driving some hodgepodge mess that might leave you stranded just because of self-tapper. And the plan was to put the intake on, but I think I want to address the rear. The sag in the back, I'm over it. It's going to build lift cups, kind of like what you can buy for a Crown Vic. All right, so first things first, I think I'm going to take the shocks loose at the base, see if I can't get this fall down enough to get those coil springs out of there. May take the wheels off just to have more working space back there. Roll pan's collecting rocks. That tells you how too low it is. I'm gonna stick this one over here. Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody else hate, I mean, like, I don't like that word, but I really dislike extension cords. Like, bad. I don't even think that's a cutoff wheel. I feel like it's a grinding disc. Let's clean these up and put them together. We're gonna eyeball the heck out of this, so if you're not into that, I'd turn away. I can't trust somebody that didn't play with Legos at some point. Easy peasy. So I keep old motorcycle tubes for stuff like this. You could use heater hose. Heater hose works well. That right there. Like, I want to meet the guy that doesn't use an impact on a spring compressor. Like, who hurt that person as a child? I don't know if that's enough. Okay, so new stance. Got 2-inch longer KYB shocks in the rear with the homemade lift cups that I created. Stance is leveled out. It's got plenty of suspension. Rides smooth. It's about 1 inch taller in the back than it is currently. When I first put it together, I didn't like it, so I took the cups out and took about 1 inch off of them. So now we're about level. Still kind of hard to tell without the hood on, but because I got a bolt here and a bolt here, so I can kind of sandwich it parts, and it'll look like a thicker, like a 1 inch thick doodad. This is going to be the backbone, so to speak.
Yes.
1 up, 5 back, 6 down. That's 11, right?
Yes.
Go over here, mark where we want to bend it. There. Man, I'm tempted to just roll with that. So now that that's established, the fun part comes. Well, we need to spray some lube on that thing. It's getting dry. I mean, they're dead nuts. Like, perfect. I don't understand how that happened. Usually, in one episode before, these are dimple dies. They just go into each other, but they put that bevel in that hole. So So you just tighten that up. And just like that. I don't know if you can see that or not. The metal's kind of bent. I'll have to straighten that, but I don't know. It just gives it a nicer look. Ow, that's my foot. Or maybe this. Is this lined up?
It looks like it.
I feel like it looks like it from here. You know what? I'm gonna send it.
All right.
Five and a half to 3.5, 32 wide. 5.5, 3.5, 32 wide. Okay, so you cut about 1 inch off. This is the newest plasma machine. It's a Cut 55 Pro Lux. So it's not just the Cut 55 Pro. It's got some additional features. What's really crazy, and it's got me skeptical about if it can eat through that proficiently, is it's super light. Or I'd be shocked if it's over $400. Let's hook it up and let's see how it eats. I mean, that's no joke, bro. 7 gauge, 1/4 inch, somewhere in there. Okay, so now we're looking at the MIG 205 Pro. This is a MIG welder that Arccaptain sent us to check out. Okay, so I'm gonna utilize the spot feature. This feature on the welder actually times spots. So you get consistent spots, the same time, the same voltage. You don't even have to let off the trigger, it shuts it off for you. Now you still have to hit the trigger to tell it to run, it stops, ensuring that each weld is exactly the same duration, same voltage, same length of time. For welders, plasma machines, PPE, new helmets or hoods, whatever you call them, jackets, consumables, anything you need to fabricate everything you've ever wanted. Go to arccaptain.com, use the link in the description below for another 5% off their already incredible savings. We need a tab here. We need a tab here. We need a tab here. And probably a tab there. Okay, so we swapped out the intake, the plastic pieces that broke. This is the old intake. The Summit Racing, Ford Motorsport, whichever, they look identical. The only difference is the Summit one's about $160 cheaper last time I looked. That might not even be the case anymore. The intake runners seem shorter on the new intake, so it may change performance-wise, I don't know, but here's the real reason why you swap these things out. And I don't really feel like it's a bad design. I feel like these products just outlived their life expectancy. But let me show you where these crack and why it's kind of hard to tell unless you see a water leak. So this is the front of the intake, and here's where they crack. So this is a water jacket, and you can see there's a piece of plastic that's literally missing. And once that goes away, this gasket pops out because there's nothing left to push against, and it starts to leak. This side was cracked also, and it was leaking. So it actually wasn't just this side. That's the only side that became visible on the outside of the intake. The new unit that we already put on the truck, these parts are actually part of the crossover tube, and it's all integrated into one. And if you're hesitant about doing it, don't be. It's just intimidating if you've never taken it apart. It looks like it's a lot, but it's really not. I didn't really go into detail. I know we kind of fast forwarded through the footage, but it's because I'd never done it before, and I wasn't going to make a how-to video on something I've never done. But now that I've done it once, if you're remotely mechanically inclined, go for it. You can handle it. This is the insulator that used to wrap this. There's no way it's going to fit on the new one. The bottom of it had deteriorated so much that it wasn't even there. I see why they put this on the factory unit, because it literally sits on the block. The new one, the runners are so much shorter, it doesn't really even occupy the whole space. There's so much airflow through there now. That's not going to be an issue. Heat soak is not going to bother that intake. You can see it's aluminum to aluminum now, no plastic underneath the water jackets. That's, I guess, the upgrade, so to speak. I'm going to drain the water that's in it, put all new coolant in it, call it done, put the hood back on it, and we'll go from there.